Review the report filed by Minister of Higher Education and Acting Health Minister Khalid Abdel Ghaffar on the situation of coronavirus pandemic in Egypt and worldwide. The minister said that the total number of vaccines has reached 140,500 million jabs, of which 66.6 million were consumed and 28.7 million people were vaccinated, taking the first and second shots. At the meeting, the executive manager of the Public Authority of Investment in Free Zones, Councillor Mohammed Abdel Wahab, reviewed the special features of the upgraded versions of investment plan. He added that Egypt's plan for investment includes 2,551 job opportunities. Madbouli assigned an official form from each ministry to upgrade the investment plan with information related to the investment opportunities. During the meeting, the cabinet also issued a number of firm decisions to face violations on agricultural lands. He also assigned concerned bodies to remove these violations. He also assigned Minister of Justice to study and draft a bill tackling structures violating agricultural lands and seizing them. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli witnessed the signing ceremony of 3 cooperation protocols at the Cabinet headquarters on Thursday. The cooperation protocols are between the Ministries of Education, Higher Education and Scientific Research and Youth and Sports from one side and the General Financial Control Authority from the other side. The protocols aim at spreading culture and awareness about non-banking financial activities for school and university students, in addition to youth at sports clubs and youth centres. Minister of Education Tariq Shawqi, Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research Khalid Abdel Ghaffar, Minister of Youth and Sports Ashraf Subhi, and Head of the General Financial Control Authority Dr. Mohammed Omran signed the 3 protocols. Moving on to the Libyan file, where the Arab League General Secretary Abu Ghait expressed on Thursday his deep concern about the latest developments in Libya, which he said could bring back the state of polarization in the country. A statement by the Pan-Arab body said there are Libyan leaders in political life who are fully aware of the higher interests of their country. The statement further added that such interest could be realized through reaching an agreement on an integral political process which leads to elections that renew the legitimacy of Libyan institutions. Regarding it as the best way of solution in Libya. Assailant stroke Libyan Prime Minister Abdelhamid al-Dabbaba's car with bullets in the early hours of Thursday, but he escaped unharmed. A source close to him said the incident happened as Dabbaba was returning home, describing it as a clear assassination attempt, but the attackers fled. The Parliament of Libya on Thursday appointed the former Interior Minister as Prime Minister, a challenge to interim Premier Abdelhamid Dabbaba's administration. Parliament spokesman Abdullah Baligh said in a tweet that the House of Representatives approved Fathi Baghakish to head the government, and Dabbaba was vowed only to hand over the power to an elected government. The Palestinian Liberation Organization has decided to suspend its ties with Israel and freeze its commitments towards any agreements with it. The organization said in a statement on Thursday that it would not recognize Israel until it recognizes the Palestinian state on 1967 border with East Jerusalem as its capital. It also decided to end any security coordination with Israel and assigned the organization's executive committee to put in place a mechanism to implement these decisions. U.S. President Joe Biden and King Salman of Saudi Arabia discussed energy supplies in the face of soaring fuel prices and developments in the Middle East, including Iran and Yemen. The White House said in a statement that during a telephone call, the 2 leaders committed to ensuring the stability of global energy supplies. State news agency of Saudi Arabia said King Salman spoke about maintaining balance and stability in the petroleum markets. He also emphasized the need to maintain the supply agreement OPEC has with its allies, including Russia, a group known as the OPEC+. And in its daily coronavirus report, the Ministry of Health reported 2,191 new cases and 53 deaths in the past 24 hours nationwide. The statement added 2,428 patients have been discharged after recovering from the virus, bringing the total number of recoveries to 380,028 cases. AstraZeneca, the British COVID vaccine, which developed its COVID jab with Oxford University, initially offered the vaccine at cost during the pandemic in contrast to rivals including Pfizer, but indicated in November that it would start selling